How many times have you decided to do something important, start a project, go to the gym, stick to a new habit, only to wake up the next morning and find that the motivation has completely vanished? You think, I'll do it when I feel like it. It feels natural to link our actions to our mood. When we feel focused, we act. When we feel motivated, we follow through. But when we don't, that discipline just fades. And this connection, as natural as it feels, is one of the fastest ways to make your discipline completely unreliable. Think about it. Your feelings are in constant motion. Your energy level today is different from yesterday. Your mood can shift in an instant. Stress can appear out of nowhere and hijack your entire day. If your commitment to doing something depends on how you feel at any given moment, then your consistency will be just as unpredictable as your emotions. And this isn't a personal failure. It's not that you lack discipline. It's that you're building your discipline on unstable ground. Feelings are unstable by design. Here's the core idea that changes everything. Feelings are signals, not instructions. They're like the dashboard lights in a car. The low fuel light tells you that you need gas soon. It doesn't grab the steering wheel and force you to the nearest station. Your feelings reflect your internal state. They don't dictate what needs to be done. When discipline is tied to emotion, your behavior becomes purely reactive. On good days, everything clicks. On bad days, nothing gets done. And that pattern creates a cycle of inconsistency, even when your intentions are strong. There's science to back this up. Psychological research shows that our emotional states have a huge influence on how we perceive the world. When your energy is low, a simple task can feel like climbing a mountain. When you're stressed, the promise of short-term relief from scrolling on your phone becomes infinitely more attractive than working towards a long-term goal. If your behavior is always waiting for the right feeling to show up, your discipline becomes hostage to your emotions. And this reveals a really common misunderstanding. People assume their discipline failed because they just weren't in the right mindset. But in reality, they were asking their feelings to do a job they were never designed to do. Feelings are meant to fluctuate. Structure isn't. So the solution isn't to somehow feel motivated all the time. The solution is to separate your actions from your emotions. Effective discipline relies on things that work regardless of how you feel. It's built on predefined rules, like I write for 30 minutes every morning before checking email. It's built on fixed routines, where one action automatically triggers the next without any debate. And it's built on minimum standards, like even on my worst day, I will walk for at least 10 minutes. The goal here isn't to become a robot or to ignore your emotions. You can feel tired, you can feel unmotivated, you can feel stressed. The point is to acknowledge those feelings without letting them make the final decision about your behavior. In the end, discipline shouldn't depend on motivation, energy, or mood, because you can't count on those things to be there for you every single day. They will change. But when your behavior is anchored in a solid structure, in your rules and your routines, your feelings start to lose their control. And that is the moment discipline becomes truly consistent. Not because you finally figured out how to feel better all the time, but because the system you built is strong enough to hold.